you consider success in life? I work with a lot of men, and success is rated by how many businesses do you own, how much property do you have, how big is your house, how much money do you make. And a lot of my clients struggle with, what is life success really mean? I'm going to give you 3 habits to do in order to succeed. Hey, I'm the Suzette, the Marriage Warrior, and I am here to empower husbands on how to be successful in their marriages and in their lives. And today we're talking about how to succeed and what does success mean in life. What are some habits we can form? I'm gonna give you 3 of them today. The first one is to create vision. First of all, you got to know where you're going. You got to have a point that directs you to, it's almost like a point of light that you're going towards. But to get to that light, you have to have a pathway to get there. You have to have some kind of plan of action that is going to get you marching that direction. And if you don't have the plan and you just have the vision, nothing is going to happen. So once you get the plan of action, you have to gather people that will help you with that plan. Then you have to be consistent in walking through those steps to get to that original marker that you saw in your vision. So if you don't know a vision for your life, you need to start your number 2 here on how to create success is centering your spiritual life. If your spiritual life is off and all you're doing is thinking of how to make money, you are not going to get there. And if you do get there, you're not going to be happy, because a centered spiritual life is this entire journey's goal, is to get us spiritually centered. So even though you might hit some markers and maybe you become rich, maybe that's what your marker is. If you're not happy, what does it matter? I mean, even the scripture talks about how difficult it is for a rich man to get into the gates of heaven. Why is he talking about that? He's not against money. He is the provider. He provides all of our money. He provides all of our opportunities and all of the favor around us. Well, what you have to do to succeed in life and be happy in your success is to become spiritually aligned with the Creator. And if you can get creatively inside of His creation, then you're going to know your vision. He's going to help you learn what your vision is if you do not have a vision. And then if you get that spiritual life centered, where there's some time where you're setting aside with God to be able to figure out what is it that you would like to do and how do you get there, He will help guide you. Now, God is not going to speak in an audible voice and, shake the entire windows in your home. What He's going to do, He's going to speak real softly to an already intuitive feeling you have inside. But men are so busy, y'all running around like chickens with your head cut off, and then y'all just fall down when y'all get home and watch TV or go to your kid's game or something, and you start the whole day over. Instead of taking some time out in the mornings is the best time. If you got to do it later, that's fine. Some men do it at lunch. The successful men that I coach do it usually in the morning. They have a routine where they are literally quieting their spirit and their soul down enough to get aligned and to get that vision, and then to get the little pieces and parts that are on the pathway to get to the target. And then in those little pieces and parts, they're surrounding themselves with other people that can push that vision through. So your spiritual centeredness is really important, relatable to your vision and path, and then your follow through. And the last thing I'll talk about is being of high character. You have to clean your life up, your moral life. If it's fragile and crippled and real shaky, you're not going to be successful. And if you start success and you've got a moral crappy life, your success is going to peter out anyway, because you're going to start offending people. You're going to lie to people. You're not going to be where you need to be. You're going to start being too shady, and you're going to lose the favor that God did give you because your character is not centered either. So your moral life really has to be explored by you. If your convictions are there and you can take the time with God in the morning to say, where is my morality? Do I have it anymore? Is my consciousness so seared I can't even figure out who I'm lying to, who I'm not lying to? Let your yes be yes. If you can just keep your moral compass clean, and if it's not clean now, clean It's pretty easy. Just start cleaning it up if you want to be a high valued man. The other thing I would let you know, as just kind of a caveat here, is don't let discouragement distract you. Listen, the enemy is going to try to discourage you, and he's going to make you feel very sad and in despair when things don't go right or whatever. Keep your eye on the vision. The scripture says, my people perish for a lack of vision. And some interpretation is a lack of knowledge. And I think it's both. I think it's we are perishing because there's a lack of vision and a lack of knowledge. And if you get discouraged as you're in the growth cycle of learning how to get to vision, you're never going to get there. So don't let discouragement bring you down. Just stay on the course in a consistent way. If you like this and you want to comment about your success and let me know what's going on with you or how you could be more successful, drop me a comment at the end of this.